What time is it? Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.
What's up? This is your boy Styles here on WestCoastStyles.com YouTube channel, the OG WCR. And we got a special guest in the house today. We got a young cat from Inglewood, California. Griff Tyler in the house, man. What's up, Griff?
Good deal. How y'all doing? Y'all good?
Thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate this.
No problem.
You know, I recently, you know, your name came you know, I had some people vouch for you on Twitter recently, like names like Brian Salas, Chuck Mitchell, you know, and those are two people that I, you know, whose opinion I value very highly. So I went to check out your music, and I was like, damn, man, this brother's dope, man. You know, he's got some dope music, man. So, you know, we had to bring you on, you know, because we feature the talent here on WestCoastStyles.com. You know, I know we interview a lot of legends and veterans, but we want to give the young cats some, you know, some shine, you know.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, man. So tell us about yourself, man. Where, you know, you're from Inglewood, California, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me a little about yourself, you know.
Shit, grew up in Inglewood, you know what I mean? Always like had a passion for music since I was about like 10. I've been writing, you know. I started recording like around high school, so like 15, 16. And then about 20 years old is when I started taking it very seriously. And Play Your Cards Right is like my fourth project, and I'm like just starting to get sort of a buzz. So yeah, that's my story.
Okay, so this is already your fourth project?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I dropped a project every year till now. So it was my first project was in 2016, then 2017, then 2018, 2019, and then Play Your Cards Right was 2020.
So how have you found your experience so far? That has been a hard grind or what?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard as hell. I mean, like, it's especially in LA, you know, it's a lot of artists. It's hella saturated with talent. So it's been very hard. I just had to keep working, keep grinding, and find my niche, find my lane that like people that they find relatable or that draws people to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think I found that.
So tell us about your style. Like, you know, what kind of, you know, I know what kind of music you make, but I'd like for the audience.
Yeah. Well, it's like hella West Coast R&B-ish. You know what I mean? It's inspired by the West, but at the same time, there's a R&B swagger to it. So it's hella laid back, hella melodic, you know, and I draw from different influences to get that sound. I grew up listening to a lot of Drake and like Kanye West and people that just defy the odds of like different genres and bring them together, you know, singing and rapping. I listen to artists like that a lot. So that's how I got the melodic flow. You know what I mean? But as far as the bouncy beats, that's just totally West Coast inspired. That's just growing up in the city and just being inspired by the city, by everything that I listened to growing up, being from this town. You know what I'm saying?
So what are the things that you feel you have to do to stand out in this saturated crowd?
Man, I feel like what I found was that when you just are unapologetically, authentically yourself, you naturally stand out. You know what I mean? I used to like feel like I had to do more, but the moment I like reached my 10,000 hours in the studio, I just worked hella hard and I put out content that was me. You know what I mean? Just I finally found myself within the music. I don't try too hard to stand out. It just happens on its own because the content is great, you know? So I don't know. Different strokes for different folks. People do different things, but that's me. I just try to be myself, and that helps me.
What's different about your latest project than your earlier projects?
I think that I grew as an artist as far as beat selection. You know what I mean? What captivates the ear, as far as like swagger. You know what I mean? Because that's very important as an artist. When you have a certain confidence about yourself or a swagger about the way you deliver, then it draws people to you. They just believe in you, just like you seem to believe in yourself. I think those are the biggest changes. Was my growth as far as my my ability lyrically and beat choices and stuff like that, and then also my confidence grew. So you put those two together, and it's undeniable after that.
So if we listen to this new project and then go back and listen to your previous projects, we'll hear the difference?
Yeah, you'll hear the growth slowly but surely. You'll hear, not only will you hear the growth musically, because I've always been solid, you know what I mean? I've always been a good artist in my opinion, but you'll hear more so a person that's confident, like I found my lane. Like before, it's you're testing the water, you're trying everything, you know, hella R&B, lovey-dovey, hella rap sometimes, you know, going back and forth until you actually find something that you could just stick to every time. And I feel like if you go through my timeline and you listen to my old projects, by the time you get to play your cards right, you're like, okay, I get what he's saying. He finally reached his moment where he's just confident about what he's putting out.
Well, you know, because I listened to that new Jam Cole piece, and I can see, I go, damn, this guy is confident. You know, yeah, you know what I mean. I can, you know, I can see the growth. You know, I can see that you're someone that's already put a lot of work and a lot of time into, you know, into your craft already. You know, some new cat just coming out the box, and you know, you know, so I can tell that you have already, that you put a lot of work in already, you know.
Appreciate that, man. That means a lot, because I put in hella work. So that means a lot.
Okay. So what's next for you, man? What, I mean, do you have something on the horizon already, or what?
We're working on a lot of stuff right now. Working on a lot of features with other LA talent. I'm working on a joint project with Airplane James.
Oh, okay. From Problems Camp, yeah.
Yeah, we're working on a joint project together. And yeah, just like right now, we're letting Play Your Cards Right breathe as far as my solo stuff. You know what I mean? Like, let that breathe. We're gonna put out videos for it. We put out the Cold Peace video. We're gonna put out more videos for that, and just letting that breathe. And by the time I end up dropping another solo single, because I'm not thinking about a project right now, but a solo single, that'll probably be later on in the year. But I still got music coming, whether it's a feature or it's my joint project with Plane. I still got music coming, so I'll still be in everybody's ears in 2021, for sure.
Okay. No, man, we look forward to it. Is there anybody else that you are collaborating with besides Airplane, or just
Keon Bell? Keon Bell, we got some shit together. I got some shit with One Take Ocho. That's it so far.
Who would you like to work with?
Oh, I got some shit with drummer boy Kenai too. I don't know if you heard of him, drummer boy Kenai.
No.
Yeah, that's another artist I got some shit coming with. But I would like to work with everybody, because I feel like it can only help the LA brand. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we all have to look at this like we're all in this together. And I feel like if you're from LA and you're an artist, I'll fuck with you. I listen to everybody out here, so I can't just point out a single person and be like, I want to work with a specific person. I work with everybody, because that's just, you know, how I am. I'm all about cooperation and just boosting not only my brand as an artist, but this brand as a town. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
good stuff,
we slept on for like our impact in this culture. So
got it. Where can people find you on social media?
At I am Griff Tyler on Instagram and Twitter. Also follow my brand page. That's at Lost Sound, which is LXST Sound, LXST Sound. Yeah, and subscribe to my YouTube, Griff Tyler.
Good stuff. All right, well, we thank you for checking in with us, and man, we'll be checking in on you, and you know, whatever you got coming up, just let us know, and then we got you, man. You know.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you having me. It's love.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, you too, dog.
Peace.
What time is it? Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.